Hello everyone, and now welcome to game number 1 in a series between Hawk and Focus. I am Crota, and I'll be giving the shoutcast to you as we see Hawk spawning as the blue human player over here at the 9 o'clock position. Meanwhile, all the way on the other side of Turtle Rock, from one leg to another, so to speak, if you look at the minimap, we see Focus spawning as the yellow orc. Human versus orc in this 1v1 matchup, and it is important to note that we are not going to be having close spawns in this particular matchup. Speeding things up to 4 times speed right now. Yes, it is a best of 3. Whoever is lagging just left the game, as we see everything is now just getting situated. It is going to be a Blade Master up against an Archmage. No big surprises there, as the players will be starting their normal creeping routines right about now. Blade Master gonna go ahead and make sure to head off over here, take down this Ogre Warrior, hopefully picking up Claws of Attack +6. Meanwhile, the Blade Master could then head over to this giant sea turtle, hoping to pick up Slippers of Agility. Now, compared to all of the other races, Orc is one of the races that really needs good item drops. The reason behind that is this Blade Master, as the Blade Master now going after this Forest Troll Trapper. This Forest Troll Trapper right here is the one of the creeps that actually drops a tier 2 tome, and you can now see him going after the Ogre Warrior instead. This is really interesting creep pattern coming in by Focus. I've seen this done in the past, but never on this particular creep camp, where you can see that the Blade Master and the Blade Master and an Ogre, each of them are basically single-handedly taking down this particular creep camp here. Alright, Blade Master gonna back off for a second and then go ahead and engage. The Ogre Magi is gonna end up getting taken down, getting to level 2, gonna pick up a Rune of the Watcher and a Pendant of Energy, and Focus is gonna have a huge lead going into the next phase of the game. Now, it all depends whether or not this Voodoo Lounge will be fully constructed by the time it comes up. Now, the Orc Burrows do normally have 5 armor. Even though they do only have a heavy armor type, they still take the full piercing damage, but it is still very beneficial as the Blade Master shows up to the party to deal a little bit of damage. Now, the repairs are already underway. Water Elemental unable to do any real finishing off there, as the Blade Master already at level 2 may have come as a bit of a surprise to Hawk. Normally at this stage, the Blade Master is only at level 1, and the fact that he has a Pendant of Energy should come as a very big surprise. Now, alright, there's a little bit of an attack right there. The Grunt. Oh, Blade Master is going to win-walk away. It looks like he will be able to win-walk away if he wants to. There's the Healing Salve. Should be win-walking right about now to make sure that that heal does go on all the way through. 1 footman down. The Burrows are still up, taking the tier 2 about halfway there. Meanwhile, Hawk is 3/4 of the way to tier 2 as well. That is going to be a big advantage, as you see now the Archmage going after the giant sea turtles, denying the eventual creeps for that Shadow Hunter a little bit later. Blade Master has picked up Boots of Speed, and that's pretty much all the items he really needs at this stage. The Pendant of Mana the Pendant of Energy may eventually go to the Shadow Hunter, since that hero is much more mana dependent. Meanwhile, the Blade Master should be looking to get perhaps Claws of Attack +6 if he can afford them or find them. Blade Master going after the footman there. There's 1 shot, there's 2, there's 3. Already getting in 3 hits right there. The Blade Master with a Windwalk should be able to easily catch up here and get that final shot off onto that footman there, and that Blade Master finishes off a second footman. Hawk is now severely behind. It may not look like a 31 to 36 supply compared to 29 over 40, but that is because there is a fair amount of the Mountain King currently being trained, while the Shadow Hunter is probably just now getting started. Alright, Shadow Hunter should be getting started anytime soon. Blade Master going after some footmen there. There's the Shadow Hunter now being started, as the Blade Master trying to get dibs onto that footman. Oh, unable to do so. Oh wow, that footman came back around, and it looks like, oh, he does get the kill. The long reach of the Blade Master does get that final shot off there as it gets taken down. Blade Master win-walk or a critical strike there. Blade Master now chasing after the Archmage. Archmage does have Boots of Speed as well, as the Blade Master could easily win-walk to catch back up. Is it going to circle back around? Yes, it will. And he may be able to get off 1 more shot. No. Is he going to do it? Yes, 1 more shot off onto that Archmage, who has now taken a significant amount of damage. the extra, what I guess, durability on that Archmage, due in part because of those Gauntlets of Ogre Strength. Those Gauntlets of Ogre Strength giving +6 strength in addition, essentially 150 extra hit points onto that Archmage during the early stages of this game, as the Blade Master now going to finish off that rune, or finish off the Ogre Magi, now try and win walk away. Is it going to be able to do so? Yes, it will. It will healing salve, and now really using that energy very sparingly. Meanwhile, the Shadow Hunter coming back around. Blade Master still off over here. Are they going to try and go for a very difficult creep camp? And it looks like that is going to be the case. If this actually works out, I am going to be surprised, as we should perhaps see a Hex go down. All right, Forest Troll Warlord dealing significant damage against one of those units. Level 3 now on the Blade Master. Level 2 Windwalk most likely going to be coming underway. Shadow Hunter has taken far more damage than he would like right now, as the unit does back off. Shadow Hunter does have plenty of healing ready to go. Forest Troll Berserker now going to get taken down. Tome of Intelligence +2. Shadow Hunter going to quickly pick up that, in addition to a Sobi Mask. And wow, the Blade Master, when it transfers, yes, that pendant of energy over a Shadow Hunter with 435 mana at level 1 with crazy mana regeneration. All right, I don't know if the AD carry is pulling a lot of items, only +2 damage, but the support hero seems to be having everything. Well, yeah, the support hero having all those very expensive support items. We'll see if it does work out for that Blade Master, as the Mountain King is currently nearby. All right, Gargantuan Sea Turtle. The Blade Master could come in and get that final shot off there. Is the Blade Master going to do it? No, he does not. Does not get there. Gets a Footman. May try to get another Water Elemental here. That is a fairly high value experience, if he's actually valuing experience. There is Dust of Appearance. The Blade Master currently revealed, as that Mountain King does have a Wand of Mana Stealing and a Potion of Greater Mana. Blade Master now back off over here. Shadow Hunter is sitting at level 2, picks up a Potion of Invulnerability. That will most likely be given to the Blade Master here in just a moment. Blade Master still relatively weak in the item department. Only what, 54 damage on the high end. Sometimes the Blade Master can get up to 54 damage on the low end. Meanwhile, let's take a look at this. We are only at Stronghold. We are not going to be going into tier 3, so we're not going to be getting an Orb of Lightning. Blade Master finishing off that Ogre Lord there, picks up a Tome of Knowledge and a Hood of Cunning. That is plus agility and plus intelligence, which is very useful for the Blade Master or the Shadow Hunter. It looks as though the Blade Master needs that +4 agility just a little bit more, just for that extra bit of damage. Blade Master now going to finish things off over here. Spirit Walkers and Focus is just razor sharp right now. Will be able to finish off this creep camp and move on his merry way. All right, mini-map shows that there's only one or two more, well, one significant creep camp left. Meanwhile, Blade Master finishing off this Ogre Warrior creep camp here. Is it going to drop anything useful? Gloves of Haste, no Claws of Attack +6, yes. And that is definitely the item the Blade Master was looking for. Now, Turtle Rock generally what I call to be a Blade Master favoring map, just because of those 4 creep camps that can drop Claws of Attack +6. Healing Wave coming through. Level 4 now on the Blade Master. Blade Master dealing terrible damage and finishing off so many units so easily. Shadow Hunter, there is a Stormbolt. Healing Wave onto the Raider. The Raider will finally get taken down. But there is so much slow being cast across so many units, but the Raiders are ensnaring those very poor Sorceress. Sorceress very low on hit points. Scroll of Town Portal now finally coming in. Raider looks like it will get taken down. There it goes, but not before a Sorceress gets taken down, as well as the Peons sharing a bit of that Spirit Link damage. Blade Master now venturing off over here, sells the Puript of Vitality to pick up a Scroll of Healing. Interesting choice, but at this stage, you don't need the Puript of Vitality nearly as much. Spirit Link already essentially doubles your hit points, and then the Scroll of Healing can heal all of that damage off multiple units. Shadow Hunter also has a Scroll of Healing as well. 555 mana, as we see an Orc player focused, doing something that is not commonly done by Orc players. An expansion already underway as the Blade Master and units are ready to engage. All right, there's that first attack. Ensnare onto the Archmage. Archmage, Potion of Invulnerability. Blizzard now being used, raining down on so many units, and no way of being able to ensnare this Archmage. It was the full 15-second Blizzard, and this is going to be good for Hawk. However, that is pretty much, yep, that 15 seconds is already gone. Each Blizzard, I believe, is 8 seconds with a 6-second cooldown. So there's the Ensnare right now. Raiders being forced to use Ensnare onto the Archmage instead of the Sorceress. So the Sorceress will have a little bit of an easier time trying to escape as long as the Blizzard, or as the Archmage continues to Blizzard. All right, there rains down more and more. Archmage can easily turn around again. There's a Blizzard again right after an Ensnare. Beautiful, beautiful play by Hawk, keeping track of the Ensnares and knowing when exactly to Blizzard after an Ensnare goes down. All right, Ensnare cooldown now slowly being reset. Units are now backing off here. Blade Master sitting at level 4. Shadowhunter sitting at level 4, as it looks as though he's going to try and pull back this creep camp here. Shadowhunter is relatively low on mana. You have to be concerned about that going into your next fight. No clarity potions to be seen as the Blade Master now attempts to get some damage onto that Ogre Lord. Ogre Lord now taken out. Helm of Valor plus agility plus strength plus 21 damage now on that Blade Master, plus 21 damage as the Stormbolt goes down on that Blade Master here. All right, creeps gonna start engaging here. Mountain King is sitting at level 3. Archmage is sitting at level 4. No real chance of any sort of leveling up here, but it is going to be very, very crucial as we are going to see the Shadowhunter and Blade Master. What is going on? Oh, I think they're trying to catch any units in transit. No units will be trained up in transit at this point, as the Blade Master and the Shadowhunter going straight after that Arcane Vault. Is pillage researched? No, it is not. No pillage research there. Archmage now backing off. Mountain King almost at level 4 here. But at what cost is he going to get to level 4? Terrible damage already being absorbed by this Altar of Kings. Resurrections on your heroes will be that much more difficult. Sorceress may get taken down here, as we do see a bit of slow being cast across units as well. There you have it. Farms are getting taken down. Turning around. There's the engagement. Stormbolt followed by a beautiful Blizzard. However, a quick Hex or Ensnare as the Archmage is going to continue to try and fight this back once more. All right, there goes another Ensnare as the Kodo Beast is going to get taken out. Blade Master still had a Scroll of Town Portal. That actually surprises me, as the Blade Master normally sells that much earlier. Blade Master able to overcommit in that fight. Shadowhunter sitting at level 4, the Sobi Mask, the Pendant of Energy. Shadowhunter needs clarity potions and buys them both, as the Blade Master slowly regenerating a bit of mana as well. All right, Shadowhunter wants to get back into that 400 mana range if at all possible. A bit of slow also removed here. Kodo Beast now once more joining in on the fight. 62 over 70 supply compared to 47 over 60. Over here on the top left, Archmage is sitting at level 4. Hawk is doing a great job of making sure that the game does not get away, but he does not know about this expansion here at the 6 o'clock location. If he did, I think he would be pressing that expansion, or at least trying to do engagements. He does not want this game to get very, very long, and by the time he figures out that there is an expansion, it may be too little, too late. Blade Master is going to perhaps get some damage already onto that Archmage. Archmage is currently revealed, but as soon as that Ensnare is gone, not going to be able to attack it. Oh, a Disenchant followed by another Invisibility. Archmage now coming in with the Blizzard. Terrible damage being dealt, followed by a Thunderclap. Thunderclap Blizzard just absolutely ruining things for this Orc army. Things not looking good for Focus. Focus taking a lot of damage here. Blade Master now trying to rush in forward. Shadowhunter and Blade Master now back over here as another Thunderclap goes down. All right, Archmage is in that front line. No more units to protect him, but The Mountain King is doing a great job with so many thunderclaps still. Archmage now at level 5 Blizzard. That is terrible, terrible damage indeed. As so many units, oh, that one last orc gonna almost get taken down. 43 over 60 supply compared to 44 over 70. Now, you would normally think, after all of those engagements, Hawk would normally think that, you know what, I have this game. I've forced my opponent to use a Scroll of Town Portal twice. I'm almost level 5 on my Mountain King, level 5 on my Archmage already. Things have got to be good. He can't have that many units left. Little does he know that his opponent has mined a large sum of gold out of that gold mine already. Let's take a look at that 2,000 gold that's been up for about 4 minutes. And that all that gold, or all of that advantage that he gathered earlier, is pretty much for naught now, as the Blade Master going to go ahead and engage against that Archmage. All right, let's go ahead and continue the chase. Raider is going to be turning back around. Archmage could be coming in for a Blizzard here. There is the Blizzard across multiple units, but a quick Hex stops the Archmage in his tracks. Archmage now trying to run back once more. Hawk has got to be confused. How is this army still this large? How is he able to continually rebuild his units? And he's gotta come to the conclusion that his opponent has an expansion somewhere, but where and when will he be able to come to that realization? Archmage Mountain King hasn't gotten any real kills yet. Meanwhile, 59 over 70, more units being added. Raiders getting added off over here. Archmage perhaps going to pick up some scrolls of healing to offset. Mountain King does not have any scrolls of healing, does have a pendant of energy himself, which is the reason for the large number of Stormbolts and Thunderclaps that we have been seeing. Now, the Mountain King needs to engage off over here, needs to get to level 5. Archmage needs to back off. You do not want this Mountain King to just be shy of level 5 because the Archmage was too close, stealing a little bit of experience. All right, is this going to be enough? 1360. Oh, it's going to be right on the money. Level 5 on that Mountain King as we go into, well, what may be the last fight here. We're already down to 1,700 gold with no sign of an expansion even being started by Hawk. Meanwhile, Focus is just going to have an infinite gold advantage, or a 600 gold advantage per minute, maybe 420 if there is low upkeep, but that is going to be a tremendous number of units. All right, Ensnares now going down. The Orc army has to feel just absolutely gigantic at this stage. What are you going to do as the Mountain King now looking to back off here? Blade Master going to engage. There is a Stormbolt. Archmage wants to get a Blizzard off, but can't really seem to do so. And a quick Ensnare again as the Hex does go down. Spirit Walkers being added into this fight here. Archmage perhaps going to use a Scroll of Town Portal to try to get out of a bad situation as the Priests are now getting taken down. All right, a lot of Blizzard being rained down onto these units. Potion of Invulnerability onto the Archmage. Archmage now backing himself up into a corner, hoping that the units just absolutely fall apart, but another Scroll of Healing counteracts the 3 short waves of Blizzard that Archmage was able to channel. Mountain King, level 5. Archmage was level 5. Wow, if I told you in a battle level 5 Archmage, or in a game level 5 Archmage, level 5 Mountain King was able to force the Blade Master to Scroll of Town Portal twice in a game, you would normally believe that the human player has the big advantage. But because of this economic ninja expansion here, expansions are not very common for Orc players, it has not been cleared out, and without it being cleared out, it just looks like an uphill or a downhill breeze with so much momentum in favor of the Orc army. All right, only 2 creep camps are left, and even then, this creep camp only has 3/4 of what it had originally. As the Raiders are sitting at 2-0 upgrades. I don't see any additional weapons upgrades, though, as the gold mine is going to be finished mining out in about 40 seconds. All right, let's take a look here. Spirit Walker is going to come to engage. Grunts are 2-0 upgraded. Meanwhile, back over here, Spellbreakers have no upgrades whatsoever. no upgrades at all, and that is going to be a very, very downside to deal with, as you see a healing wave counteracting the Stormbolt and Clap. All right, still more engagement here, more attacks coming across. Archmage now looking to back off. Lines are completely melted apart as we see a blizzard now come in onto so many units here. All right, there goes a quick Hex. It looks as though the Archmage will be popping out here in just a moment. Blademaster shows up to the party, gonna finish off a handful more Spellbreakers again, as that front door is getting absolutely choked right now. Archmage, oh wow, somehow in time to perhaps use the potion of mana, and is he going to be able to perhaps use a Stormbolt here? A Thunderclap could be very, very important, as the Mountain King, seen at level 5, it gets taken down after 284 critical strike, and that is pretty much going to be it. Hawk is going to wonder how he lost this game. How did he let this game get away from him, as we see Blade Storm being cast, and that is pretty much gonna be the game there. GG, well played. Hawk loses game number 1. Resource score, he's going to see the amount of gold and notice that that is the big difference there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed game 1. Please stay tuned for game number 2.